What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Tricky Jim at Full Grip Games. Today I'm going to be showing off a brand new deck from Champion's Path that can't be damaged by basic Pokemon, Pokemon GX, Pokemon V, or Pokemon VMAX. You'll have to see it to believe it. Let's take a look. Altaria from Champion's Path has an amazing ability, Miraculous Charm, which prevents all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon V and Pokemon GX. And almost every deck is made up of Pokemon V and Pokemon GX right now. It's the same ability we saw on Decidueye from Darkness Ablaze, except Altaria is a colorless Pokemon and only a stage 1, so it's much easier to get into play. And being a colorless Pokemon means you can pair Altaria with whatever Pokemon you want. And our Pokemon of choice here is Galarian Obstagoon with the Obstruct attack for a Darkness energy and a colorless energy. It does 90 damage, and during your opponent's next turn you prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basic Pokemon. Most often the counters to Altaria are going to be basic Pokemon, so if Altaria does not just wall off your opponent's deck completely, the Obstagoon is going to be able to wall off whatever sort of counter your opponent might have for the Altaria. Also, the Untamed Shout ability combined with Galarian Zigzagoon's Headbutt Tantrum ability are very strong for softening up Pokemon on your opponent's side of the field so that Altaria's Speed Dive can take knockouts. Most notably, Jirachi can actually attack Altaria with its Slap attack. After an Alter Creation, GX is going to be dealing 60 damage to your Altaria. So Speed Dive can actually knock out Jirachi in combination with a Headbutt Tantrum ability there. So these two Pokemon just combo really well together to help take out threats on your opponent's side of the field. We do play Jirachi with a Stellar Wish ability to help us set up our deck. You'll see that we only have 3 Altaria and 3 Obstagoon in the deck. It's only 6 attackers in the deck. We do have an Ordinary Rod, which can allow us to throw some basic energies and Pokemon back into the deck. We happen to discard ones that we didn't want to, or if we happen to have some Pokemon knocked out. So the Ordinary Rod gives us some flexibility there, but it's a very kind of bare bones deck. There are no support Pokemon in this deck other than the Jirachi. The idea is to give up as few of prizes as possible while putting pressure on the opponent and denying them KOs in return with the powerful Miraculous Charm ability and the powerful Obstruct attack. So it's a really fun deck to play because you're constantly going to be responding to whatever your opponent is putting into play and trying to counter the counters that they may have in their deck for the Pokemon that you're bringing to the table. Now, we've made this deck as consistent as we possibly can. We've got 4 copies of Professor's Research, the best draw supporter in the game right now, 3 copies of Marnie for some nice disruption as well. It just keeps you from decking out. A lot of games do get to the end state where either you or your opponent is going to deck out, but fortunately, most decks are just going to draw more aggressively than yours. So it's always your opponent that ends up decking out. And we actually were able to deck out some opponents when we were streaming the game on Twitch, just because of cards like Marnie allowing you to refill your deck and your opponent just trying to play through their deck aggressively to find the counters that they have to your problematic Pokemon. We've got 2 copies of Boss's Orders and 3 copies of Rosa. Rosa is very powerful in this deck. You can only play Rosa if one of your Pokemon was knocked out during your opponent's last turn. You get to search your deck for a Pokemon, a trainer card, and a basic energy card, reveal them, and put them into your hand. So Rosa is very good for setting up Obstagoon. If you happen to have a Jirachi in the active position, it gets knocked out, and you have a Galarian Zigzagoon on the bench with maybe 1 energy attached to it, you can Rosa. Rosa can get you the rare candy that you need to spring your Obstagoon into play, and also the basic darkness energy out of your deck. And looking at the energy, you'll notice we only play 4 darkness energy and 4 twin energy. It's not a ton of energy in the deck, but it is enough to get you through the game, since most of the time your opponent only needs to knock out maybe 3 to 6 Pokemon. 3 if they're playing Arceus Dialga and Palkia GX and use their Alter Creations. You have to be very careful against Arceus Dialga and Palkia, so you only need enough energy to power up 3 to 6 attackers, and this amount of energy here, 4 twin energy, 4 darkness energy, and the Ordinary Rod is enough to get you through the game, because if at a certain point, if your opponent is answering all of the walls that you have, your opponent's knocking out Altarias, if they're knocking out Obstagoons, you're losing that game anyway. This is a wall deck. We are trying to completely block our opponent from being able to get through our Pokemon, denying them knockouts while dishing out damage in return. Big Parasol is an amazing tool card in this deck. As long as it's attached to your active Pokemon, you prevent all effective attacks from your opponent's Pokemon done to all of your Pokemon. Most notably, it prevents Pokemon's attacks from discarding energy from your active Pokemon. So that is very good because energy denial is one of this deck's biggest nightmares since we do only play 8 copies of energy. But with the Big Parasol in the deck, preventing cards like Zacian V from discarding your special energy and the Ordinary Rod, you actually have enough resources to get through the game if you play carefully. We do have the 1 copy of Chaotic Swell in the deck to prevent an opponent's stadium from coming into play. It's just very useful for blocking Prism Star stadiums as well. So we do like our 1 copy of Chaotic Swell since cards like Wondrous Labyrinth would be problematic for us. Also, Black Market Prism Star could play to our advantage, but more often than not, we don't really want to have those cards in play. We've got the 4 Quick Ball, 2 Pokemon Communication, and 2 Evolution Incense to help kind of smooth out the search in our deck. And we've got the 4 copies of Scoop Up Net and the 4 copies of Switch in the deck to help move our Jirachis in and out of the active position. The Scoop Up Nets are actually incredibly important in this deck because they allow you to scoop up Pokemon from play and prevent your opponent from taking knockouts on them. A lot of times you'll want to use Jirachi's Stellar Wish to help set up, but once it's done Stellar Wishing, you scoop up the Jirachis into your hand and don't let your opponent take prizes on them. This deck is a ton of fun to play and I definitely recommend checking it out. Let me know, what do you think of this Altaria Obstagoon deck in the comments below. Enjoy the gameplay. And thank you guys all so much, everybody who supports the shop at fullgripgames.com. Much, much appreciated. We are always buying bulk singles. You got cards you want to sell, want some extra cash, make sure to check out Full Grip Games buy list. We are always buying cards at Full Grip Games, and supporting the shop at Full Grip Games by selling us cards or buying cards from fullgripgames.com directly supports the content we create here on Tricky Jim. So thank you guys so much for that. Makes a huge difference with the success of this channel and the shop. And like all my friends work here, so makes a huge difference. Thank you guys so much for that. Yo, I appreciate that, weirdo. Thank you. Listen, I've tried learning. I looked up a YouTube video. We had, who was it? I got the letter right here. Someone sent me a little fan letter. That was awesome. Yeah, Cam Toner. Cam Toner actually started a trading card game business and sent me some trading cards to try to learn cardistry. Yo, cardistry is hard. All right, let's go. So, yep, we're just gonna Stellar Wish. Yo, what's up, Edmund? How we doing? Playing against ADP. I want Marnie. Seems fine. And then I think I want to put the Zigzagoon down. Ping. And then I can Pokemon Communicate the Altaria. I guess at this point we're literally just trying to set up a quick Obstagoon. Should just win us the game guaranteed. Altaria is always a fine option too, but we're just going to hang on to all this and then pass. And then next turn. Yeah, cardistry is like basically fancy shuffling, chat. Fancy shuffling. It's not easy. Tried it. Yes, there's an Oranguru here, so good on us for not setting up Altaria. Ha! Sorry, Edmund. I always forget about the Mawile. Mawile just like comes out when you least expect it. Will Franklin says they know some cardistry. That's busted. I got a water energy onto ADP. Crobat. I was trying to teach myself a very simple cardistry trick. Now I can riffle like a madman, that's for sure. But cardistry is a different beast. Cardistry doesn't actually randomize your deck very well, from what I've been able to tell. It's really just a fancy, like, they're kind of just like a fancy way to cut your cards. Togwaggle refuses to riffle, makes a piece of you die inside. I'm sorry to hear that. Yo, Rainbow Scissor, the tier 1 sub. Appreciate you, Rainbow Scissor. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. Thank you so much for the sub and the support. Appreciate you. And yes, Will agrees. It is not good for actual shuffling. Listen, do the Drew. Do the Drew. Let's all be nice to each other. Some people like riffling, some people don't. Some people don't like riffling. Some people are more collectively inclined, collector inclined, and some people are more, you know, riffle inclined. That's fine. To each their own. The Stellar Wish, looking for the rare candy, did not find it. Sad. Okay, we got the quick ball though, so that's fine because we can go quick ball, probably away a boss. Go here, Put that down. Scoop Up Net here. We're just looking for the rare candy at this point. There we go. And then we go Pokemon Communication, and we communicate the Altaria into the deck. I'm going to go get Obstagoon. Rare Candy Obstagoon right here. Looking for a Darkness Energy would be good. Put our damage on to Oranguru. I can technically, if I just knock out the Oranguru, I could maybe even wall with Altaria as an option. So I'm going to put the Swablu down just to kind of have it as an extra win condition. Because they have not used Altered Creation yet. Huh. I guess I'm just gonna pass. Putting the Zigzagoon down doesn't feel worth it, so we're just gonna pass. And then we're gonna see what they do. If they second Mawile my Zigzagoon, that's fine. All right, we're getting a day-to-day change here, looking for the Metal Energy. Now, my hope is that if I can eventually set up Obstagoon and Gust and knock out the Oranguru, I suspect that they have nothing that can KO my Altaria either. That's the suspicion. So we do have Altaria set up now, and we are just going to thin the deck as much as we can. I need to find a Darkness Energy, and ideally I would like to start using Obstruct like right now. Because then if they just have Boss, then I'm in a real bad spot. Unfortunately, I think I actually do, because I've got nets left in the deck. I think I get one more Zigzagoon just in case. That's the way for sure. That way, if I find a twin energy, but not a dark, I can still obstruct next turn. All right, we do have the dark. So we're chilling here. Go there. And we just obstruct. And then all I have to do is find a Scoop Up Net now. Now that I've kind of done it. The reason we benched the Zigzagoon is like, imagine I drew into Twin Energy but no dark, right? Then we have to Twin Energy the benched Zigzagoon, right? You have to twin the benched Zigzagoon. And then, you know, just wait. So they're going to power up the Oranguru now, because they can technically knock out the Altaria with the Oranguru. I'm just going to attach Dark to the benched, or attach Twin to the Altaria. And research. And we're just digging for a Scoop Up Net, which I have a good amount of in the deck. So we're going to go there. Exactly. Now we Scoop Up Net. I think the Jirachi. The Zigzagoon seems fine. Yeah. Scoop Up Net that. Okay. And we use Obstruct. And now we're chilling. I can Gust up the Oranguru, knock it out. And then I have two things in play that my opponent cannot KO. Should be alright. There's no second Mawile coming down. I don't have to worry about that. Just got my opponent turbo stuck here. And, you know, the Oranguru goes down. We could speed dive. We can obstruct. Got a million different things we could do. Got the Big Parasol. It's really important as well. Here, I'm just going to Gust that up, knock it out. I guess I could have waited a little longer on that. But taking the Oranguru out feels good. Because then I have like 2 different win conditions. The Altaria is a win condition. And the Obstagoon is a win condition. I think Altaria is way easier to set up than Decidueye, which I like. I do expect that Jirachi is going to go down now, right? But I'm not going to bench any more Pokemon. So at this point, I'm just trying to keep myself from decking out. So we're just going to stay here using Obstruct. They can't, unless they got a second Mawile. If they got a second Mawile, then I'm going to have to go digging for my final Scoop Up Nets. We actually would probably just lose because now we've got 4 Pokemon in my hand. But deck out is a valid concern. So that's why you see I'm not playing any of the cards from my hand. Oh no, chat. Oh no. Oh. Chat, please press F. Okay. How many Altaria I got in the deck? You still lose! You still lose! Revoke your Fs. Take them back. Woo! Let's go! Yikes! That was seriously though, in all seriousness, GG's to my last opponent. That was insane. All right, maybe better than Fluffy Dinosaurs. Maybe it's better than Fluffy Dinosaurs after all. My opponent didn't have an out. They only had 7 cards left in deck. They did not have an out to knock out my Obstagoon. So we were just chilling. All right. See what we got going on here. Another Zamzam. Seems rough for sure. I guess I'm trying to go one big Obstagoon. Seems right. Yep. Yep, one big Obstagoon. All right. Cool. It seems like every game we're just going Obstagoon. But I guess there's a lot of ADP out here, so that's what we got going on. Yeah, we get rid of the Altaria. Seems fine. Get a Zigzagoon out of the deck. And then we're going to want the Umbrella eventually as well. Just Stellar Wish, see what we're looking at. Got a Marnie. Cool. And then Scoop Up Net the Jirachi. Oh, yeah, it's just Stellar Wish again. Got the Umbrella. They play Tool Scrapper, though. Interesting. I'll grab that. Go here. That down. Twin Energy. Yeah, if they play Tool Scrapper, that's like kind of rough. I could also just go get this thing too. I could just, you know, just get both. That's fine. Pass. See what's up. I don't know if this is Luck Metal or ADP, so I'm getting a little bit of both. We're going to kind of feel out the situation. Because the Altaria, if your opponent doesn't have an out to the Altaria, you might be able to deck your opponent out. It's always something to think about as well. Do it, I did win the previous game. I did. Cool, we got a pretty nice opening, or a nice hand here too. Yo, I don't know what's going on in the chat, but let's all just vibe out and have a good time. Aight, chat. We all chilling here today. Some people like some cards, some people don't like other cards. That's fine. Alright, this looks like Lucario Melmetal. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Most important thing is that you just respect one another. That is the most important thing. Alright. I can go in for 30. Start going in for 30 with Altaria. I mean, it just seems kind of like... Seems kind of rough, honestly, but... It's probably like what we're looking at. Okay, Evolution Incense. Get that thing out of the deck. They can't take bonus prizes. So... I was going to research here. Now I'm like feeling like a fool because now I've decided I wasn't going to research. Streamer play bad. Alright. That's fine. I'm just going to pass. Just going to try and keep as many energy as I can on the Obstagoon. I'm going to put on a little bit of pressure with the Altaria. That's what we got going on. You know, I'm not exactly... Because I don't want to just, see they play hammers. So I didn't know they play hammers. Now I know they play hammers. I also think that this game could very well come down to a deck out. Yo, straight up godly, thank you so much for that tier 1 sub. Appreciate you. So what I want is I want to see if my opponent has a way to deal with Altaria, right? Yo, and thank you so much, Straight Up Godly, for that sub. 13 months. Let's go. All right, they play Duraludon. They do. All right. Now we know. So we wanted to draw out their counter, right? They play hammers and they play a Duraludon. We've drawn out their counter. We see that they've got the Duraludon. They're accelerating. They can Power Beam starting next turn. So that's not good. It's not good. I might be able to go in with an Altaria and just 60, though. That's probably fine. Okay. There. Stellar Wish. Scoop Up Net. I can just kind of swing for 60. That's fine. Or I could just chill here. They could maybe Metal Sharpener again. I get an energy drop on the... I mean, they play hammers, though, so there's just no... You know. They do have 3 switch in the discard pile. I think I'm just going to chill here for a second. I'm going to try and get the energy down. Polycrastinator, this is where Aerodactyl would be very good, right? Indeed. Indeed. So we kind of have to be very aware of our resources. Fortunately, in this particular matchup, this is very bad. We didn't want the goggles to hit. Okay, and there's the Oranguru. So Altaria is basically worthless in this matchup, which is fine. We just have to go Obstagoon. And, yeah, do our best. They didn't hit the energy, which is cool. So we just have to start... Well, it's not worthless to play the Altarias, because they kind of force my opponent to make suboptimal decisions, right? I mean, they have to, like, load up a Oranguru to attack. Stuff like that. So, I don't terribly mind them. Okay. Just going in. I'm going to soften it up. We're going to Marnie. Okay. Got the Big Parasol. It's good, but we do know that they probably play, you know, probably play Tool Scrapper. Have to imagine. If they hit this Crushing Hammer, I am sad. Cool, we probably lose now. That's sick. Hammers are very good against this deck, chat. They did discard one Tool Scrapper. That's nice. Have to find an Ordinary Rod. A Crobat too. Okay. Have to find an Ordinary Rod. Right. To get my darkness energies back into the deck. And I do know that, you know, they only have a limited amount of energy. We know that. So, yeah, they're just going to knock out that. That's fine. 3 switch in the discard pile, 1 Mallow and Lana. The fact that they still have 2 Crushing Hammers is, like, really rough for me for sure. Got the Rosa. Okay. They still just have this Duraludon out here. So I'm pretty sure we go Rosa. And try to just get some energies to stick. So we're going to Rosa. We're going to get... Is Ordinary... No, we can't get Ordinary Rod yet. We have to get... Marnie. See, I've already got Rare Candy. It's all about this one Obstagoon for sure. Marnie, Basic Dark, and Zigzagoon, just in case they knock out my Galarian Obstagoon. Probably fine. And then, no, we'll go another Rosa. Okay, that seems fine. Potentially should have been... That's fine. Okay, we'll go there. I'm going to go here. And we're just going to pass. And then we're going to see. Yes. All right. Shout out to the Full Grip Games online series. If anybody's interested in playing in an online tournament tonight, we've got the Full Grip online series happening tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It's going to be a 6-round tournament, 64 players participating in the event. And it's a $5 entry fee. You can check out fullgripgames.com in order to enter. We've got details on fullgripgames.com explaining how to join the Discord and get into the tournament I'm going to be playing tonight. It's going to be streamed on Flex Daddy Righteous's Twitch channel, Flex Daddy Righteous. We're very excited about that, JW's Twitch channel. And then 100% of the prize pool gets paid out in store credit. So 2 weeks ago when we did this, the winner got $100 store credit to fullgripgames.com. And then it pays out all the way to top 8. So really stoked on that. All right, Justice. They got Power Beam. Okay. So then they've only got 1 hammer left. Should be chilling. We go Rosa again. We get the other Darkness Energy. We get Ordinary Rod. And we get another Obstagoon. Seems fine. Okay. Got the Dark. The Ordinary Rod I could just do both. I'm going to throw in 1 Altaria. And then I'm going to throw in the 2 Darkness Energies too. We've got the Rare Candy into this Obstagoon. Sure, why not? Place our damage there. And we're just going to start using Obstruct. And so long as I just keep Darkness Energy on my Obstagoon at this point, we should be in there. Now, obviously, Zamazenta is sometimes a problem, because if it's Assault, Tackle, Attack, discards Special Energy. But we do have our Parasol, which makes that not an issue. So that's cool. Potentially, this is a misplay, potentially. I think this is and they still have their GX attack. I think, yeah, getting this Obstagoon here, that was a misplay for me. We're going to see if I get punished. I actually don't get punished. My opponent did not see their route. My opponent just had to literally Power Beam that. And I think, like, you know, we could lose. But by Brave Blading here, it's cool. Never punished. Because I have to continue using Obstruct every single turn. So if they, like, if they went boss, you know, they would have been able to potentially get themselves out of that situation. So that would have been the correct route for them. I don't want to attach my other Dark, because if they kind of get hip to what they can do, they might be able to boss up my Swablu. I think it's fine. I'm going to boss up the Duraludon and just knock it out. That seems good. Maybe this is a little bit too conservative of me. Now that I have the Scoop Up Net, I will just Scoop Up Net the Swablu and attach the energy to the Obstagoon. Right. Which seems fine. Obstagoon's really good. Turns out. Yeah, this card rocks for sure. There was a while when everybody was trying to play counters to Obstagoon. See, they're going to go for the boss. I think what my opponent had to do is they had to try and break the Obstruct lock by bossing up things and stalling it into the active position. They have discarded a Tool Scrapper already from what I've seen. So the Big Parasol is sticking. They do, of course, have maybe potentially Full Metal Wall GX, which is something. But now I'm comfortable just kind of loading up and using Obstruct. My opponent comes in with Full Metal Wall GX. It's tough. I think potentially my route is to actually just knock out the Oranguru. I think I should probably just boss and knock out the Oranguru. And then if my opponent does Full Metal Wall GX, I have a potential win condition in setting up a final Altaria, which would be kind of interesting. Full Metal Wall does not discard right now because of the fact that I have the Big Parasol equipped, but if my opponent has a second Tool Scrapper in the deck, then it doesn't matter. Right? So I think they're probably going for the second Tool Scrapper, if I had to guess. I am probably... If they come up with the Lucario Mount, they are down like 3 switches. 4 switches. So they can't... They cannot likely Full Metal Wall. They'd have to Tool Scrapper, Full Metal Wall, but then they're stuck with Lucario Melmetal in the active. So then I could just reattach Parasol, attach energy, you know, go. No, I wouldn't lose. They have 4 switch in the discard pile. So they would also have to have a Mallow and Lana. Right. To like switch it back into the active position. So I'm going to hang here with the energy. Yeah, Mallow and Lana would be their out. Now they're using their Mallow and Lana. They also have to have the second Tool Scrapper in their hand, which they don't play. So I get to keep my energy, and we're chilling. And now we're on just, you know, deck out. First one to deck out. They play one more Crushing Hammer. Shouldn't make a difference. It's the last one. They can Marnie, but the Obstagoon should just be here kind of poised in the active position with that Big Parasol saving the day from the Full Metal Wall GX, that's for sure. And we got the dub, chat. Let's go. Wait. Oh no! Aeropod! See, chat, we had to see the win streak till its natural conclusion. Aeropod. we simply had to see it out, okay? This is going to be a weird matchup. Golisopod does nothing. Aerodactyl will need multiple energy on it. It's going to get really weird, chat. I mean, like, really strange for sure. The Ordinary Rod seems like good. So I don't want to get rid of that. But all of these cards in my hand seem good. Who cares? All right, I'm gonna go here. Swablu, Twin. Yeah, we'll Marnie. Sure. Seems good. Seems good. We definitely want to ping the Aerodactyls. The Aerodactyls are like the big threat here. The Jirachi down, pass. And then Seth says, I think this is still in your favor. That's kind of what I'm hoping. So the thing is that Golisopod's only going to be doing 30 damage. So that's nice. Aerodactyl can only attack with triple acceleration energy. So the thing is that the Aerodactyl can just completely zing all my Obstagoons, right? Which leaves us in a pretty tough spot. Because I'm going to attach like 2 energy to an Obstagoon, and if they just, you know, they just come in with Aerodactyl, it's going to be bad. Also, this thing does deal 60 damage right now. If they have a Zigzagoon to bench Zigzagoon, 1-hit KO Galarian Zigzagoon. That would be kind of gnarly, not going to lie. Nate Dogg wants to know, why was I scared of Jirachi last game? Isn't Altaria weak to lightning? Yeah. Jirachi is very scary because of the fact that it 2-hit KOs my Altaria with a boosted slap after Altar Creation. So it's like, they can knock out Altaria with Jirachi. Oh, I've seen it. I've seen it. Plenty. Okay. I think we just switch here. And Marnie. This is good. And then, still no darkness energy. I do wish we had an energy here. Gonna quick ball away Jirachi. Gonna get ourselves another Swablu. And we're gonna go here. And another Galarian Zigzagoon. And at this point, probably want that on the Golisopod. I'm gonna speed dive. So we're kind of hoping that they don't just like retreat into the triple. So they've got the Research Lab. They may opt to just Research Lab this turn, which would be fine with me as well. They do play Galarian Zigzagoon. Boo. Boo. Yes. Wish I could have hit the Scoop Up Net on that, but it's fine. I did get rid of my Ordinary Rod. That's probably rough. Probably not what we want, actually. Probably not. Alright, whatever they did, they whiffed, so that's good. Fortunately, I actually really like the Obstagoon Altaria deck because Obstagoon fixes your math on Jirachi, right? You need to be able to deal 70 damage to Jirachi, and the Zigzagoon fixes that right up. It fixes a lot of your math up, so yes. Black Rose, I agree. They all seemed like bad cards to discard. In hindsight, we should have discarded the Rare Candy, I believe. The Rare Candy, I think, is the correct discard. But even then, I can only get out... I guess my thought was I'm going to get out 3 Obstagoons. Right, if I get rid of the Rare Candy, I'll have a harder time getting 3 Obstagoons into play. And then if I get rid of the Rod, I'll probably still be able to get 3 Obstagoons into play. That was my thought. But I guess I can only attack with 2. If I save the Rod, then potentially I could still get 3 out. Because I can put the Darkness energies back into the... Yeah. So we should have stayed with the Rod. But... this is good, because this Altaria is going to win this trade here, so we do like that. We're going to go Evolution Incense. Here, just play the Big Parasol. And we're going to Marnie. That's fine. Do have a Darkness energy to go onto the Galarian Zigzagoon. Swell down. Big Parasol. Speed Dive for knockout. So that's nice. And the Swell is going to really help against, you know, my opponent being able to put Aerodactyls into play quickly. So I do like that. And the Golisopod is just not really doing a whole lot. Oh, yeah, that was not a very nice thing that somebody just said. Ah, the Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan. Cool. All right. Got Kangaskhan here. So they can do 120. They find a twin. This is not good. Looks like they do have the triple. So they're just going to Fossil Fangs the Zigzagoon. This is mildly problematic, but it's fine. We still 2-hit KO Aerodactyl. All right, we do have an Obstagoon here. So we can go Rare Candy there. And I think we want the 30 damage. I'm already 2-hit KOing this Aerodactyl. I think we want the 30 damage on... and this is my last Zigzagoon. I don't have any more of that. I can reuse it. I can Scoop Up Net and reuse it, actually. We want it on the Golisopod. Seems like a reasonable place to put it. Put the other Swablu down and research. Okay, we do have a Dark. So that's nice. We're just going to Speed Dive. Seems fine. We'll see what they've got in their hand. Yeah, the Kangaskhan's definitely rough. It's going to be a good trade for them. Not sure that we're going to have the attackers to be able to keep up with what my opponent's got going on. Oh, yeah, Squeezel. We're like on an 8 or 9-0 win streak right now. Yep. For surely. Okay. In hindsight, maybe we should have gone to the Kangaskhan. This is fine. Just kind of stay in our lane here. I think potentially... nah, scooping up the Obstagoon kind of feels bad. So I've got the 120. I could put up my Jirachi. Stellar Wish. We're going to get Marnie. Okay. Okay. I think this is ideal here. Okay. So now we go... I can obstruct whoever I want. I think if I just obstruct the fossil, well, then I leave this Kangaskhan kind of like undealt with, right? So I think we're hoping that they just do not have Aerodactyl triple in their hand to knock out my Obstagoon, right? So I think we kind of have to swing into... we have to swing into the Kangaskhan here. Right? Or I gust up and knock out the unidentified fossil. So, oh yeah, the Kangaskhan does... Yeah, we're chilling. We definitely go here. Yep. Thanks, chat. I forgot that Obstruct actually does something. Yeah. Yep. That was for sure the play. Cool. We do wish we had the Ordinary Rod still in the deck, but we don't. So, now Kangaskhan cannot knock out the Obstagoon. So, Obstagoon's going to get a couple of free swings, which is exactly what we needed, right? If they come up with Golisopod, that's fine. They could Fion. Not gonna lie, chat, I didn't see this coming. It's fine. Yes. Golisopod does 60. I have to throw up the Jirachi. And they can just take the knockout with it. Kangaskhan. The Swell is going to prevent an easy Aerodactyl play. They do only have 2 prizes remaining after they take this knockout, so that is tough for sure. Okay, we're going to go here. And then got Pokemon Communication. Not sure that it matters. Let's take a look. Get an Altaria out. Seems fine. Yes, we definitely wanted the Rod this game. Rod would have been very good. Okay. Just going to Obstruct. These are my final 3 attackers. I've got nothing else. So, my opponents, they can't rally back. They cannot. Wow, that's rough for sure. Scoop Up Net the Kangaskhan. They do lose an energy doing that. They've got triples left in the deck, but you know, I've got 3 prizes left, which is kind of tough. They do only have 8 cards left in their deck. I'm down 3 Marnie, 1 boss. And this should be a very good spot for them to be in. Should be. For 90 here. If I potentially hit a Scoop Up Net, I could take a bonus prize on the Golisopod. They do have Aerodactyl, so they could just come in with a triple and knock it out. It's looking like that's probably what we got going on. Yo, yeah, this matchup's not good, chat. We kind of knew this. All right, here's the plan. I'm not sure that we have a way out. It's fine. We'll go here. Stellar Wish. Okay. Scoop Up Net this. Ping that. See what my prize is. Communication doesn't really help. Seems bad. Seems bad. All right. Yep. That's rough because they're still going to get to... Oh, no. Rally Back doesn't take a knockout. Okay. All right. Well. Yeah, because Rally Back is only from damage. So, Rally Back for 30. They do have the triple, though. And the boss. So they're going to go in with Aerodactyl here. Take it out. Yes. We got 1 prize left to take. And plenty of triples to allow them to get there. I believe that is only their 2nd triple. They have all 4 twins though. All 4 twins. Okay. What's their switch count like? 3 switches. 4 switches down. So you're saying if I can Stellar Wish into a boss's order. I would have need to Stellar Wished into a boss's orders. I can still do it. Okay. Let's see. How many Scoop Up Nets do they have down? Only 1? 2, 3? 3? Maybe they've prized one. Maybe. My opponent doesn't have any liabilities that I can gust up on their side of the field, but like... Maybe their only triple is prized? No, they have 2 triples down, right? 3 triples down. All right, what are my resources like? 3 Scoop Up Nets down, 1 boss. All right, let's go again. Nah. Okay. It's fine, we're gonna Rosa. Boss. I got none of the other cards I can get. Then we just have speed dive. Yeah. They're down 3 triple. They need their last triple. Is it GG's? Show it to me. Well played. You got a kid, Neo. You've ended the streak. Show me what you've got. I could wager... There's nothing in play that I can put into play. I have to wager that either their last Scoop Up Net is prized or their last triple is prized. That's what I have to do. I have no other... Or I just keep swinging. Yeah, keep swinging. Okay. I have to keep swinging. Because they're trying to find their last triple. It's probably in deck. So they're trying to keep themselves from decking out now. And Crobat for the final triple for game. GG's. Or... Hold up. The last triple is their last card in deck. They put down the Crobat. And now I will deck them out by bringing the Crobat into the active position. Because they can't use Fion. The triple is the last card in their deck. It's Fion triple. Those are the only 2 cards in their deck. We've got the boss's orders. They now have a Pokemon they cannot Scoop Up Net. Sorry, Kid Neo. This has been a very GG for sure. No, they have the Scoop Up Net. Then they don't. Okay. So then their last 2 cards in deck are triple. Yeah, triple and the... But they're going to scoop up the Aerodactyl. Okay. But they can indefinitely use the Fion to prevent themselves from decking out. But now they can't. So now I win. If they had just... Yeah. Now we pass. All right. No, we don't boss the fossil. We just go here. They're down 4 switch. All 4 switch. Yep. That's it. Thank you, Natalie. Appreciate it. GG's, Kid Neo. GG's for sure. GG's. That's it. Nope. We deck them out. They've got 1 card left in deck. They can't bench the Fion. That's it. That's it, chat. GG's. The streak is still alive. Whoo! Man. That was fun. Now, that was Pokemon cards, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Felt like it was 2017 all over again. That's what I'm saying, right? That's Pokemon cards right there. We had a very interactive game, back and forth gameplay. We both had some turns where we whiffed things. We had to count each other's resources. Man. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I think of when I think of Pokemon cards. And I'm telling you what, it's been fun, right? And that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like the video, sub to the channel, ring that bell, and of course, check out the Twitch stream, twitch.tv/TrickyJim, where I stream live Pokemon trading card game content every single weekday. We've got a great welcoming community over there, and I definitely recommend checking it out. If you haven't already, make sure to check out the shop at Full Grip Games as well. We are always buying cards at Full Grip Games, bulk, singles, you name it, we're buying it at Full Grip Games, and supporting the shop at Full Grip Games directly supports the content I create here on Tricky Jim. If you got extra cards lying around the house and you want to get some cash for them, make sure to check out the buy list on fullgripgames.com. I've got a video there explaining how to use it. You just fill out the buy list with the cards you want to sell us, you send us the cards, and we send you the cash. It really is that simple. Y'all take it easy and have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.